Hi guys, it's Sarah with Grassroots Evolution, and I'm here today to bring you a message for the full moon in Sagittarius and our strawberry full moon in June 2020. So this moon is going to be full on June 5th, which is today, as well as it's a lunar eclipse today. So I feel like it's a really important time to bring a message from Spirit, a really powerful time as well for change and endings and completions to places that we're no longer serving our highest good, as well as with this eclipse as well. I feel like there's a lot of stuff that's being burned away at this point, as well as with the strawberry full moon. Happy birthday for all you June babies. This is our full moon, and I feel like as well it's also representative of, the beginning of harvest season for some of us. So for example, if we planted lettuce and radishes and things like that in our garden, they're already ready to be eaten. There's things that you're able to start kind of picking out of your garden, as well as strawberries. So for I'm going to get a message from Spirit. I'm just going to take a moment to ask Archangel Michael and Archangel Metatron to join me to guide, guard, bless, and protect myself this reading, any of you who would ask for it. And just to remind you as well, guys, to always ask Spirit to be for your highest good. So I am also going to ask to be used as the clearest channel and to deliver messages only for the highest good of those of you watching. So we're going to get a message first from the Work Your Light Oracle. And I am just going to thank you guys for being here. I'm sorry that I'm so mixed up and jumbled. Tried to record this intro like 5 times, and Mercury's going retrograde I think on June 18th, but this would technically kind of start falling into a shadow period. So for any of you who are sensitive to Mercury, just keep that in mind. Remember to kind of watch your speech, think about what you say before you go ahead and say it, that kind of stuff. So let's see, Spirit, what would you have us know for this full moon in Sagittarius? What's an overarching energy that you would like us to know, please? Again, taking your time, right? Taking your time with what you have to say, not engaging in fights that are unnecessary as well, as what I'm hearing. All right. I'm just going to take the whole, as I said, I was going to take the top a couple flipped out. So we have two things, and we get first off the crumbling, you see that, and the sisterhood of the rose. This full moon is about completions, it's about endings, it's also about releasing old toxic paradigms, it's about ending cycles that are no longer for us our highest good. And the message here is, what are you clinging to? What are you holding on to that you may know, right, on an internal level, what you're holding on to that's really not serving you? This could be a job, this could be a relationship, this could be a way of thinking as well. And I feel like it's really important that as we are watching sometimes the destruction of the demise, whatever completions are coming at this point, whatever is no longer serving you, I feel like Spirit's asking you to really try and release it with an open heart, because through these doors is something magical and splendid, and you're only going to see it if you allow this gate to kind of drop down. And we get the sisterhood of the rose. It talks about beauty and devotion, priestic, mystic, and teacher. Many of you guys are teachers. Many of you are here to help the people around you, to teach them, to inspire them, and by using your truth, by using your experiences. And I feel like if there's stuff that you've clung tightly because you've been taught, and you know now that, you know what, that's not really this paradigm I want to live in anymore, it's up to you to use those experiences to help you grow. I want to bring a message from the book, actually, for the sisterhood of the rose, is I feel like it's really important. Let's find this. 78. All right. Okay, so I'm going to just hold it up if you guys want to take a look at it here. The Sisterhood of the Rose is a lineage of priestesses and mystics who devoted their life to serving humanity and seeding light consciousness all over the earth. A cross-section of ancient lineages, it is the path of devotion and beauty. Walking this path means being devoted to seeing and creating beauty wherever you go. The rose symbolizes the heart and the sacred geometry of all of life. You are being called to notice the beauty around you, particularly in nature, and hear the whispers of Mother Earth. You are being called to spend more time in nature, as all ancient secrets live there. Mother Earth is constantly whispering. Spend time admiring her creations, and you will be rewarded with insight and grace. You are being called to take a little more time to notice the beauty that exists all around you and contribute to the beauty of the world in your own way, too. This could be through your own creations or in the little things like how you dress to picking flowers for your home. Every time you devote your time to creating beauty, you harmonize the planet a little more and shift vibration can be felt. A shift in vibration can be felt. So the activation here is surround yourself with beauty and create beauty wherever you go. And again, this can be as simple as to how you dress. And sometimes on the most basic level, to make ourselves feel better, what do? Dress up. Put on clothing that makes you feel nice. Do your hair, wear jewelry that makes you feel like you shine. Do something for yourself. This could also be, like they said, planting flowers, beautifying your home. You may want to paint, you may want to draw, but knowing as well, allowing whatever structures are no longer serving us to crumble, and that to create beauty along the way. So if we're seeing, only destruction, we're not paying attention again to this beauty that is there. I want to ask one more message before I move on to the spirit. What's one more message you have from this deck for this full moon, please? As well, for some of you, this could be speaking. Okay. Sorry, guys. Okay. So, 2 came out, and as I was saying, this could be speaking. Why I felt that is, if you see here, there's so much light being held here, kind of in between our heart and our throat. There's something that you're supposed to say. This may be singing as well, creating poetry, writing, but you and yourself emanating beauty out into the world. And we have here, share your voice, speak up, right? Get out of the cave. We also have persecution and expression. With this crumbling, this may also be some of these false structures that we've held on to. Some of this could even be feelings of persecution. And I feel like this is important to share your voice. Don't keep it all bottled up inside. Share your experiences too, because we may think that something just affects us, or it's only going to affect us in a certain way. But when we open up and we speak, we may find out that a lot of our brothers and sisters around this earth have had similar experiences, feel the same way, and as well as if we're struggling with something, when we talk to the people that we care about, or we talk to someone who has a little bit different of a perspective on things, this can be really healing. So this is also focusing with this pyramid in the back. What are you putting your focus on? Sharing your voice and sharing your light. And also the Council of Light is here as well. So I feel like there's a lot of divine orchestration happening right now. There is a lot of light beings as well in our atmosphere. It's kind of what I'm hearing. Divine orchestrations, helpers in the subtle realms. For some of you as well, some of you may be channeling really important information. Some of you may be getting messages from spirit, and I feel like you're being asked to share that, not to keep that inside, not to be fearful because of past reactions or persecution on you for this kind of thing. There is a divine council of light, many of them, and we all have these. We all have a group of guardian spirits who are here to help us with our problems, listen to our woes. So for some of this as well, is speak to spirit and ask for guidance, and be willing to let that kind of listen to it, right? Be willing to let their guidance sink in. And it may also be in subtle ways that this comes, but this is also, if you can see here, we've got Jesus, there's a lot of, I don't know, Buddha, Mother Mary, and this is all coming in from the astral realm down into earth. So for some of you as well, the beauty that you're creating is also sharing your voice and sharing the light that you have, and remembering you are a light worker. So we're going to move on now. I'm going to bring some tarot from the Steampunk Tarot today and just ask what they would have us know for some tarot wisdom, please. How can we help with any of the crumbling structures, help relieve that? We get the Queen of Pentacles. So for some of you, you may be an earth sign, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. You may have earth in your chart. You may be dealing with people around you that are earth signs, but this could also be you knowing that you're stable and you're grounded and remaining grounded here on this earth. So even though you may be connecting with, I heard transient beings, but you may be connecting with the heavens, you may be connecting with the spirit realms, we need to keep our feet firmly planted on the ground. And remember as well that something with the earthly realms to also, to be grounded, but not tie ourselves down too tightly as well to the feelings of this earthly realm. So for some of the stuff that's crumbling, for some of you, if the idea of having a council of light is kind of new, and if you're kind of starting to open up a little bit about your spirituality, some of the old belief systems are going to fall away. And throughout this, just keep your head up, remain proud of yourself, as well as for all the accomplishments that you've done. But remember that this 3D reality as well, this earth plane, it's not all there is in the universe. It's very important, yes. It's important on this earth that we share our light and that we share our experiences, but as well as not to tie ourselves too tightly in what we think that needs to look like. So we have the sun here as well. And I'm not sure where I was reading it. I'm really bad at that. But I was reading somewhere that we've been experiencing some crazy solar flares, some of the strongest that we've ever had. This earth is definitely changing. The energy and vibration is changing. And the sun here is that there's success, right? And that you will see the success on the earthly plane, as well as you see these sunflowers. What we grow right now is also going to help seed new realities and birth new realities. We also have the Knight of Cups that came out with that. So for some of you, this could be offering your love, sharing the wealth within your heart to other people. Some of you as well may be receiving kind of like divine counterpart energy. I feel like with this, somebody may be coming to you with sort of a love offer, and it's asking you to stay grounded. If that has nothing to do with romance, this is saying that to stay strong and to stay true to your heart, because your heart's desires and your wishes, success is here. This is also sometimes known as a yes card. So if there's something that you feel intuitively like I'm speaking about, yes is your answer, but it's still going to take your active free will and your steps forward to put this in motion. With this Knight of Cups as well, it means that whatever endeavor, whatever beauty that you need to share in this world, do it from your heart. Do it from a space of an open heart as well. And just give this another shuffle. So what else would you have us know, Spirit, about this Knight of Cups, please? Seven of Wands. Some of you as well, I feel like maybe feeling conflicted in how to go about moving towards your dreams, how to go about fulfilling the things that you'd like to see. For some of you, there could have been struggles, right? Persecution with this speak your voice. Some of you as well may have felt persecution in the past. And I feel like even though there may have been some struggles, even though there may have been something you feel like standing in your way, don't forget you're going to be victorious. To see above all of the crap and the bullshit is what I heard, okay, depending on the situation. And to remember that you have every right to move forward for how you are comfortable with and what you feel is right. To share your voice is so, so important. And to do this in a way that's grounded. So again, like I was kind of feeling at the beginning, to think about how we're going to say things a little bit, to slow down in our speech so we're not talking rashly. I am a Gemini, and we are in Gemini season, and I'm not sure if I speak for everyone, but I know sometimes I get a little too quick in my speech, and there's been times where I've spoken and reacted without thinking, and it's been really devastating for me. That's this kind of thing that we want to make sure that when we're using our voice, when we're speaking, we're doing it in a way that's going to be helpful. We're not harming anybody, and we're also doing it in a way that isn't going to cause more roadblocks for us, right, or more hurdles. Tell me more about this Seven of Wands. We get the Eight of Cups. Sorry, guys, I'm down here, but we get the Eight of Cups. So for some of you, this is definitely saying that in order to move on, in order to move past this struggle, we gotta let something go. That's the crumbling as well. What did we have to let go of? Is there something that you've held dear? Is there a thought or a feeling or even an impression that you've held dear to you, that you've thought, this is truth, this has to be truth, but it's caused struggles for you? For some of us, again, that's speaking too quickly, right? But whatever it is, something needs to be left behind. Something needs to be left behind for whatever this situation is to grow, is what I'm feeling like. As well as there is an importance with this sun card, because not only is there the sun, what do we need to plants? What do plants need? Water, light, soil, right? Well, whatever's happening here, you can't see the soil, but I'm going to assume that these sunflowers have soil. You've got sunlight, and you also have, if you can see, water. So this is almost eternal life as well, that the conditions are met. Everything that you need is here. It's up to you with how you do it, right? But the sunflower as well is a very happy card. So whatever frustrations, whatever hardships, whatever things have sort of stood in your way before, it's up to you and you actively transforming it. For you to look at this equation as well, I'm dropping it, for you to look at this equation to say, okay, in the past, these are all the things I've thought I've had to have in order for me to have success. But you can say, that doesn't make sense anymore. I can change this equation. There's more than one to add to a healthy, happy life. So I'm feeling like we want one more. The bottom of the deck is the Ace of Swords. And for some of you, that's a new thought process. For most of us, right? This could be another conversation that needs to happen as well. But if you can see, he's kind of, there's so much power in electricity. And this, I keep hearing cutting through the bullshit. So some of you, there may be people or situations around you, or even within your own head, ways we get stuck in our mind, we get stuck in our ways of thinking, and it stops us from going towards the goals that we truly desire, or whatever is in our heart. Sometimes we convince ourselves, that's not for you. Well, if your heart keeps pulling you, it is for you. So also remembering the power that your words have, the power you have when you speak, as well as how much importance is in your mind and how you think. The Four of Cups was at the bottom here, and this is kind of like, if you see him, bored, unfulfilled, not very happy. And under there I want to show you as well, because we have the Tower. And this Tower, it represents change. It may be swift, it may be quick, but whatever change it is, it's saying that we need to reevaluate our equation. We need to reevaluate what we think is success, and we need to let whatever's supposed to crumble, because it's no longer meant for us on this path that we're on this path of light. And as well, I keep wanting to show you this one. Everything is divinely orchestrated. Everything is in divine timing. We're meant to have different sorts of experiences in our world to build and shape us into who we need to be. A lot of birds out here talking. So I feel like that's where I'm going to end it right now. I am actually being asked to show you one more, which is the last part of the bottom, which is the Seven of Pentacles. So we had the Seven of Wands, which is a struggle, kind of feeling like there's a lot of competition, not really sure how to move past all of the different obstacles, or it could be, I heard a word, adversaries. But I feel like this is going to start first in your mind. This is going to start as well with the communication that we have. And then here we have this, kind of looking at, when's it ready? When's it right? Kind of studying all the work that's happened, and knowing as well that you don't have to rush. It's okay to wait. It's okay to wait if you think that now is not the time to go towards your specific goal, it's not the time necessarily to take action, that's fine as well. This could be starting out in a mental state. So I'm going to bring one last message for you guys from the Crystal Mandala Oracle, and I feel like it's really important today. Oh, I smashed my selenite rod. I am so heartbroken here, like if you can see. Selenite doesn't like water, and I was coming down here and smashed it off the stairs, and it's still kind of in one piece, but it's seen better days, so I'm trying to be careful with that as well. So the Crystal Mandala Oracle, I just want to show you the bottom I just saw here, support. This is Archangel Barbello and Pitcher Jasper. Some of you, if you're feeling like you're lacking support, that may be really helpful to get some Pitcher Jasper. I love Jasper because it's really calming as well, really grounding. We're going to get one message here, and we will do a little bit of the affirmations in the book as well for this, just to help us move through. Spirit, what would be most helpful for anyone who's resonated with this message moving forward for this full moon in Sagittarius and lunar eclipse, please? Alright, so we'll ask one message from this, please, Spirit. That's one message. It's an overarching energy that would be the most helpful for any of us moving forward. Okay, we got two. So we have Archangel Michael, or no, not Archangel Michael, Archangel Aiel and Labradorite and Individuality, also a very beautiful stone. And I think that is this Labradorite, I can't ever say it properly, but it also helps you with third eye connection, throat chakra. I'm not even sure where else, but it's a very, very helpful stone and beautiful. And you also get Goddess Rihanna and Amazonite and Integrity. And this is heart chakra. So the bottom, speaking of heart chakra, is Archangel Raphael and Malachite, which is grace for the grand gesture. Heart healing as well would be really helpful when we're moving forward, because there's a lot of heart energy in those cards that we had. When you're speaking up, when you're going towards what brings you joy within your heart, and you're staying grounded, don't compromise your individuality. Don't compromise who you are for someone else. Don't compromise who you are for a job, for a goal. Keep in mind that our authenticity and staying true to ourselves is it's the key to following your heart, because you're going to be able to listen to that song that's playing. I'm not sure which one we want to read from the book. I'm feeling like individuality is number 5, but that's pretty straightforward. So let's I'm going to take a look at for both of them for you guys. All right. Okay. So if you guys would like, take your shoes off, spread your toes apart. Okay, and if you'd like to take part in just a couple breaths in with me, we're going to do a breathing exercise just to get you in that space of healing. Alright, so take 3 deep breaths in. As we breathe in, we're going to breathe in love, and we're going to breathe in life, and we're going to breathe in individuality, our own individuality. Connect with Source, okay, and as we release, we're going to release out anything that's negative or inauthentic to our true being. So first breath in, guys, open hands, toes apart, breathing in love and life and light and individuality. And breathe out anything that's inauthentic or negative. Let's breathe in again. And breathe it out. And the last time, I'm hearing joy. And you can imagine blue. You can imagine blue light. I'm hearing a lot of throat, okay? That again, we need to speak. We're going to keep our individuality. So whatever color you feel needs to come through, you can do that. Wherever you feel this in your energy system, do that. But I'm going to personally ask Spirit, we're going to breathe in love, breathe in light, breathe in life force, and ask for blue cosmic energy to heal this throat chakra. And then I'm going to ask Spirit, as I blow out, to release anything that's negative or inauthentic. So I'm going to read you guys a little bit of this. We bring you the gift of individuality. As you receive our gift, you will feel safe enough to enjoy the aspects of yourself that truly make you unique. From particular interest to your way of expressing yourself to what excites and inspires your spirit, your individuality is the way the divine wishes to manifest itself through you this lifetime. The key to your divine life purpose is to know who you are and to love and accept that self so that you allow natural development and expression in the world to take place. As you accept your individuality, you will understand how natural it is for you to fulfill your life purpose and divine destiny. You will instinctively gravitate towards people, places, and energies that support you in being your bright, true self. You'll grow and express yourself more freely and authentically, and divine light within shall shine brighter, without a veil of fear, confusion, or shame obscuring it. You have no need to compare yourself to any other. You are a unique child of the universe with your own special path and destiny to fulfill. So in order for us to kind of release any release any blocks to our path, I'm going to read a few things here. You guys can repeat after me. You can ask Spirit to speak through me on your behalf. And there's some things that you can do in the mirror after some affirmations. So, I call upon the crystal angel of Labradorite and angel Ihiel, who love me unconditionally. Thank you for the divine healing gift of individuality. I choose to discover and love my authentic self. I choose to reflect upon what has meaning for me. I choose to commit unconditionally to the fulfillment of my values so that I may live the truth of my being as divinely created in the world. May the authenticity of my being, of my life, of my purpose, serve divine love always through my own free will, so be it. So this time it's also asking me to take this, and it wants it over your mid-abdominal area, so your solar plexus chakra. You can just use your hand since you don't have the card, just put it over your belly button over a little bit. And you may feel a little bit of heat. It's asking us again, just take a few deep breaths in. And feel the energy in your hands, okay? And we're going to say, I choose of my own free will through this and any lifetime and through all layers of my entire being to release any fear, shame, judgment, guilt, ridicule, and suffering I have ever experienced about being an individual, about being different, about expressing who I truly am. I choose to forgive and free myself unconditionally from all such experiences now. I am free to be me. I love myself, and I am dedicated to discovering, loving, and living my own unique path. In this way, I serve the divine plan unfolding through the universe. May all beings know such unconditional love and unassailable dignity and self-respect. Through divine grace and unconditional love, so be it. So now we're just going to do a little prayer for humanity, okay? If you guys want to bow your head. May divine love overcome fear of individuality, so each individual can awaken their beauty and use it to serve the greater good. May divine will flow freely through every being, according to the loving intelligence of higher creative design. May all beings be happy and free, according to divine grace, so be it. And the last thing I'm going to do is get you guys to repeat after me 3 times. You can say this in the mirror, but this part is the kind of the end all and the kicker to help integrate it. I am a unique, authentic, radiant being, living my true values with commitment and divine support. I honor who I am, and the universe honors me. I am a unique, authentic, radiant being, living my true values with commitment and divine support. I honor who I am, and the universe honors me. I am a unique, authentic, radiant being, living my true values with commitment and divine support. I honor who I am, and the universe honors me. And I want you guys to honor yourself as well. Live your truth, speak your truth, and don't be afraid to be who you are, my friends. I love you all. I hope you have a really great day, a really great week, month, whenever this is, and I'll talk to you later. Bye, my friends.